Welcome to No Man's Sky survival mode, and here we are. We're down on a toxic planet, and in this part what I want to do is investigate the ancient ruin that's just in front of us. I got this as a direction from, I think, visiting a monolith or something. I can't remember how I actually got this, but this can be a good source of income. And the other thing I also want to do in this part is actually complete the mind arc here, and to do that I've actually got to make some living glass, and to make the living glass we've actually got to make lubricant, if I remember correctly. There's a living glass there, and to make the living glass I actually need to make lubricant. And what I've done off camera is I went and collected some gamma root, and what I need is the copyright so that I can make that. But first things first, we're gonna check out the ancient ruin. If you see now around the ancient ruin, it says ancient fragments, and then I think it says large fragment crate. What we need to do is get the small ones first, and what they should do is give us keys. The only problem with this planet at the moment is that the radiation protection goes down quite quickly. I think if we dig out this area here, so if we can, yep, and I think the way, I've only ever done one of these once, and I can only just remember how it's actually done. What you get is these. Okay, what's that? Okay, we've got to dig it out a bit more. There it is there. See, we get an ancient key. And I think we've got to get 3 of these before we can actually do anything. So go over here, and for some reason I've lost my environmental protection. Hope that doesn't kill me. That's the second key. And I'm going to find the way out now. Just going to scan around again. That's an ancient fragment. That's the large crate. And we get over here for another ancient fragment. Going to get down into here. Oops. So we've now got 3 ancient keys. Now if we find the large artifact crate, go and mine that up, should get ourselves a nice bit of actual loot. Should be worth quite a lot. Oh, got to get this. He asks for the 3 ancient keys. Got a mysterious photographs of all things. Sure, I suppose you could have an ancient artifact as a mysterious photograph, and you can see there that's worth 430,000 units. And that gives you an idea of how valuable, and I think there's elements here that are even more valuable than that actually. I think that's the large crate. I think you get 1 per item, so got that there. And I've also completed another mission up here. I think it was to kill sentinels, and just to show you what I've been up to off camera as well, is I've now got a scatter blaster in here and a pulse splitter, because I thought I'd just give these weapons a go. And so we're going to be looking at that. Don't think there's anything else around here. Okay guys, I'm just walking back to the ship. It's quite strange that now I've come out of this bowl, the radiation protection has switched itself back on again. And what I want to do now is show you how I actually gathered the gamma root for the lubricant. And the other thing also is we need to feed some creatures. So He's actually got. So we have to hang around here and feed some creatures to get the copyright. That. There's another one over there, so we're just gonna. Doesn't he want to be fed? Yeah, I think. So we've fed a couple of creatures, and what we're going to do now is hang around. If you've watched the, I think it was the week 2 mission or something, where you actually feed the creatures. There we are. It's just donated some copyright. That's 10. I think we might need another creature. Let's have a quick look. 34. I think we got to have 50. Pretty sure we need 50. Right, we need one more. Okay. I'm feeling someone's pushing me. You were pushing me, were you? Pooped again. That should give us the copyright. But I need to keep an eye on that. Now, actually harvesting gamma root. There's, if I show you the plants here. Oh, there's got something to scan there. Pure. Oh, that's a pure ferrite. What you've got, if I can find the plants that I've scanned, of course they're not going to cooperate. But there are plants that do contain gamma root, and they're the trees. I think there's radar not working. It must know I'm recording. Oh, is over here. Grab that. I know you're there, Mr. Sentinel. Hanging around. Seeing if I'm actually going to kill something. I'm just going to grab that. There we are. So you've got these trees that have carbon and gamma root in, but it's a pretty inefficient way to actually collect this, because, well, I suppose I could shoot one up. You can see, I wish there was a way you could hotkey the weapons, to be honest. If I actually grab this, and will it actually tell me how much gamma root? Normally it says you collected about 2 or 3 gamma root. There we are, we've got 6 gamma root. That is very, very slow progress. Now, the better way to collect gamma root is actually over here. I've just seen them on the horizon. If I come over here, so we can walk towards this area here, and you can see there's a whole bunch of gamma root here. And if I walk towards it, you can see the plants now after the next update are a heck of a lot bigger than they used to be, and they also grow in these big clumps. So if I come up here, collect this. See there, I'm getting 21, and with this actual clump here, I could what I did was I came here and, or not here, but to a patch like this, and literally by collecting the whole patch, I gathered enough gamma root in one session to actually fulfill that requirement for making the arc. Anyway, I think that's probably enough. I'm just going to get the oxygen, and then I think it's time to make my way back to the ship. A nice big marker there to tell me that where the large artifact crate is, and I think we could probably make the yeah, I mean I could pick enough, but I've actually got enough gamma root back in my ship, and I don't really want to clog the ship up. I mean, that was just a demo for you guys. I want to grab a bit of ferrite and uranium on the way through, back to the ship, and jump into the ship. And I've got more than enough actual sources now. Wow, okay. That can go to freighter. That can go to the starship. Bit loaded up, but I think we're just going to do it. And hopefully I'll be able to do the mind arc in one go. Nope, so we're going to have to do it the hard way. Got that now. Can't I make glass? I thought I had the glass. Yep, I've got the glass. Why won't that actually? Okay. I'm going to make 5 glass, okay. So we actually need to get to a cold planet to collect some actual glass. So that's the next thing we need to do. Slight miscalculation on my part there, guys. And I think we'll trust us out. So we're just going to get up into space. Yeah, slight miscalculation there on my part. In fact, what I could do is take advantage of this and actually go back to my base, because my base is on a cold planet. That's where we're actually going to find the frost crystals. But the first thing we're going to do is stop off on this mission agent. And I suppose we could sell that artifact and make a bit of cash. My inventory is filling up again. Not sure why it's telling me my large artifact crate is only 6 seconds away. I think the game's a little bit confused. It's saying that the come up here. Got gamma roots, got the lights. What we could do with selling off that gamma root, because I don't think I've really got use. Thank you. Don't think I've really got a use for it just at the moment. So actually, there's a. I think what we'll do is. Mysterious photographs. We're going to get 430,000 for that. I think there's anything else here, so I'm just going to swap to the ship. So 5,000 is 5,000, so that's good. Keep the Mordite just for the moment. Of course, everything's a little bit clogged up because I've got the microprocessor, lubricant, and the glass. All that arc. Space have I got? I should have enough space if depending on what this reward from this guy is. Hand in mission here, so 317 nanites. That's pretty great. And our standing with the Explorers Guild has increased. Doing quite well with the Explorers Guild at the moment. Could hunt. Yeah, I'm not really inclined to go hunting pirates at the moment. Actually, curiosity. Let's just have a quick look. Milestones. Let's see where my standing is. See the Gek. It says I'm a Gek friend. It says I've completed no missions for Gek. There. Words learned 44, systems visited 66. I'm actually an ally, so well, that is, I've got two out of 3 missions to get to the next level for that. And I'm unstudied, so obviously we got some work. I've done no missions at all for the actual Korvax. Words learned 14, and the Merchants Guild were actually an apprentice, and we were at level. It's total 4. Mercenaries Guild were rank 2, and seems we've done quite well killing pirates. And the Explorers Guild were actually a journeyman now, so we're actually up to there. And we've got rare creatures scanned 15, distance warps 7. We haven't actually walked very far at the moment. I've tended to stick very much within my comfort zone at the moment. So we're now actually an apprentice. Okay. And I think what we're going to do is just get back to... Yeah, it's actually saying that I need to talk to my scientist anyway, so I'm just going to go back that way. Okay, that's an ancient ruin. Yeah, it looks like we've got another ancient ruin up there. Could actually go and pick that up. Go talk to the scientist. I do not think my child experiment is working. They have not assuaged my loneliness, and now I have two consciences to fear of all. I am losing myself, traveller. Take my core to a monolith and let me interface before Atlas. I must speak to eternity. Korvax says no memories of my last journey with their core. Then I try to reconnect them with the convergence. This time they seek Atlas. I do not know if the monolith grants such an interface, but if anything does. Okay, I'm just going to accept that. Core removed. Okay. Okay. Well, we need a reason to travel around the cold planet, so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go out and walk this way. And hopefully in the process of actually going out, we'll find some frost crystals. Sorry, mine went blank there. And of course, might as well give ourselves some sub-targets as well. So we can go after the buried treasure. Buried technology, not buried treasure. What am I on about? Just going to wander across the surface here. Walk to where the scientist actually wants us. We've got plenty of resources to survive. Also, we've always got the last resort that we can summon the ship. So there's always that option. Bit ironic. Well, we could pick these up on the way through as well. A little bit extra cash. Also, don't overload myself too much. Actually saying, oops, ow, it's the technology gone. I think I've lost the technology. Obviously scatter blasters don't work on those. Oh, there it is. Buried technology. I knew it would be here somewhere. You know. Just gonna throw out a scan for things actually listed. Sure, we got our terrain manipulator full up. Just ferrite dust and carbon. Hoping to find some frost crystals, but obviously it's going to take a little while. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to keep walking across the surface. Oh, here we are. We just found a little bit of. Problem is, I don't really have a lot of space. I have to make a few hard decisions here. I've got an ion battery that could be useful. You can use that to top up the our life support. not life support, survival shield. And we're just going to keep walking that way. Hopefully we will find what we're looking for. So I've been trying to mine frost crystals and I've just upset the local sentinels, so I've got to leg it a bit, hopefully get away from them. Yes. And what I have done is I've been looking for plants. I was hoping to find pure frost crystals, but what I've had to resort to is actually mining individual plants, which is a little bit like this, which is a little bit of a pain in the neck. I think maybe shooting at those probably wasn't such a good idea, but I think we can get away. We'll keep running. Right, we've now found this, which may not be such a good idea. I don't think these actually give you any protection from the sentinels. Just going to keep away from it just for the moment until that actually runs down. Okay, they're deactivated. And of course we're just going to click that and get the knowledge stone before we actually always pays to top up your environmental protection before you actually talk to things like monoliths and temples, because sometimes it can actually lag you a little bit. And well, we've got binary there. I've got no idea what size that number is. I approach the monolith and prepare to insert the Korvax core within the dias. The structure looks as if it was made for such a moment. Insert the core. Error, error, Atlas obey, Atlas, error, error, run, error, error. Yep, okay, thank you. Life form identified, Korvax Echo. Purpose, servant of the traveller. Analysis, vermicelitude, failure, 1 emotional breakdown, traveller infection, solution, terminate, insulate, protect, wipe. Rebooting. Okay, monolith offline. Okay. So we've got to return to the scientist. Well, I would like to look around a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to probably have to summon my ship anyway. So what I want to do is just keep looking around to see if we can actually find some frost crystals. It's a truly rich plant. Anything else out around here that's going to be of any cobalt deposits? Cobalt deposit, what we got here? Hazardous flora. Frostwaltz. That's what we're after. So we found some eventually. So we look. Yeah, we got the capacity, so we should be okay. Hopefully we will find a nice big clump of it. 362 meters away. We can grab a few small pieces way through as well, just in case there's not enough here. So you can see we've got 1 frost crystal from that. Yeah, it looks like there might be a fairly big clump up there. I mean, we're gathering lots and lots of carbon. Such a bad thing. Turn to the scientist. Your scientist awaits them at the terminal. Yep, well, we'll do that. Hello, Mr. Sentinel. Okay, we're coming up on the Frostwaltz, and this does seem to be a new characteristics of the next update, in the fact that before the next update, you'd get individual plants actually scattered across the planet, and what they seem to have done is actually group them all up now in a single. Get rid of him on principle. I don't see them all the time, but come in here. So in theory, we should be able to get enough crosswalks here. So it'd be the same principle as actual gamma route. I think we need about 200, so I think if we gather all these up, we should have enough. Famous last words, of course. $159. Got them all over here. Nope. There. There. I think that should be. Right. I think that's about it. Yeah, we got 250 and completely filled our inventory up. So that up and carbon to put a little bit of carbon here. Got space for the condensed carbon, so that can see my whole inventory is getting pretty clogged up now. And probably if I come in here, should probably have enough. Check. We've now got the 4 glass, but it, out of curiosity, will it let me craft the living glass? I mean, it shouldn't do because we're not anywhere near the ship, so nope, that makes sense. Plus we're also one short anyway. Right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to make my way back to the base. I think summon the ship. I think we can walk. So I'm just going to wander back to the base, guys, and I'll see once I actually get there. I want to show you this, guys. It seems I've walked across the planet and we've just got a rock floating quite happily in midair. Obviously, either the game's gone wrong with the terrain or that is a feature. Actually, don't recognise him. Oh, yeah. Okay. And we got another one here. See, gravity isn't everything on this planet. Either that or it's balanced in on some invisible spike. Still cool though. I mean, I know some people complain about, oh, it's not actually completely accurate or something like that. I can see a hostile hazardous plant there, but I quite often like the quirks of planets in games and things that actually aren't 100% correct, because you just don't know. I mean, especially if you're out exploring the galaxy, I mean, how do you know that there isn't a planet out there somewhere where that actually does happen? That you have a certain type of mineral that defies gravity. I mean, that's part of the wonder of actually exploring. Anyway, back to concentrating on the mission. Getting there, guys. I'm in no rush to get back. Wow, I think we're nearly there. Wow, there we are. Home base is on the horizon. Okay guys, here we are. We're back at my base, and I think if I go into one of these small buildings here, I should be able to make the mind arc, because I should be close enough to my ship that will let me do it. See, there's these small little frost crystals here, but here and should do. Wow, we can and come here. Oops. Wait, you find the living glass, and there's the mind arc. So we now made the mind arc, which we can then actually move on the next step of the. Can't even remember what the mission is now. So long. The first traveller. Got that, and we go across here and actually go and talk to the scientist. just going to go in here, and of course we're going to scientist mission. Just going to go and talk to him, priest, whatever you called. Yep, lots and lots of backslashes. Priest entity Lukin shell sits in front of me awaiting reconnection. I fear what has happened to their data core. Reinsert the core. Shell reconnected. Carapace online. Greetings, unknown entity. I passed my test. Share in the joy via the exchange of technology. So we've actually now got a formula for a circuit board. How do you feel about structural analysis, stranger? The scientist has once again been reset, but without a connection to the convergence, I feel they are doomed to repeat the cycle forever. But without a connection to the convergence, I fear they are doomed to repeat the cycle forever. From the moment they met me in the space station until they collapse into loneliness. Perhaps if I can find them a convergence cube, they might be unified with the rest of the core. Okay. I'm not sure if I've actually got a convergence cube. So let's have a quick look through. If I had one, it would be up here. Nope. Got a Gek relic, which I could probably use to improve my standing with the Gek. Got some Albion pearls. Got a little bit of frost crystals. And I think what I will do, just to wind this part up, guys, is we're going to go up to the space station where the next step in the traveller mission, the first traveller mission. I won't do it in this video because time's pushing on a little bit now. So up there. Yeah, we're just going to go up to this station here. Right, here we are. We're up on the space station. I think we'll just go and follow terminal detected. Yes, thank you. And just going to sell off some items. Sell off the Albion pearls. Not a vast amount of cash, but every little helps, as they say. Oops. I think it'll be okay. I mean, increasing the sell off that for those frost crystals as well. Don't really need them at the moment. Yeah, building the cash up is a slow burn towards getting the next ship in the process. Don't know if there'll be any ships around like it. I haven't spoken to this guy. Let's have a word chat there. Traveller Bihar. If you could see your whole life, would you still make the same choices? Would you still decide to be here in this exact moment? I wonder. You caught me in a pensive mood. Perhaps I can profit from this encounter. It would justify everything. Now, if we give him 100 nanites, offers me directions to a place of interest, he will now give me a location to the actual glyph. So we've now got a scientific research. Mission is out of range. Okay. Unknown grave off planet. But again, we'll do that in the next part. Right, just to wind this part up, I was going to check the ship out, but it's actually just a shuttle, so I'm not going to bother with that. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.